Enkitron. Can you believe that we're about to colonize a new planet?
Yes, it's difficult to believe that the planet we once used to live on is about to become inhospitable.
You know, with there being so few of us left, there's been that big push for repopulation, and sometimes I wonder if maybe another couple should have gone in our place. It just seems kind of unfair, you know?
Yes, I've often wondered the same thing, Gilgamoid, but I just don't know. Should we be upset? Do you think people will be angry with us?
I'm not sure. I mean, I'd like to think that we would be accepted, but perhaps we could look at something that's happened before to help us out.
Ah, yes, we'll investigate history. And to do it, we can use our trusty computer, Muse. Muse, search your databases for historical relationships similar to ours.
Okay, Enkitron. Searching now. The first situation I have comes from 21st century America. This is Gilgamesh and Enkitron. These were two American men who lived in the ancient province of New York. They were in a relationship for 4 years. One day, while walking to church, they were interrupted by some angry picketers. See here.
Wow. I don't know how I feel about that. It seems like a lot of the Americans didn't like homosexuals. Did you see those protesters?
Yes, seems like a lot of the ancient Americans were very divided on the issue. Some were all right with it, but others certainly were not. Perhaps we should look at a different example, something else throughout history.
Muse, take us back further. Take us back as far as you can.
Okay, Gilgamoid. Taking you back to the ancients. Let me show you Gilgamesh and Enkitron, a pair of manly beings who come from the Epic of Gilgamesh, a story recorded on clay tablets over 9,000 years ago. This story has been translated in many different ways. From these translations, there stem several interpretations of the relationship of Gilgamesh and Enkitron. From what can be gathered about these ancient cultures, same-sex couples were in no way forbidden. However, there is little mention of these relationships to be romantic or sexual in nature. There has been much controversy over whether Gilgamesh and Enkitron, for example, were lovers or merely close friends. In a poetry translation of this story, Gilgamesh and Enkitron's companionship is sealed with a kiss, and they are said to hold hands as they embark on adventures together. This could suggest an intimate relationship. However, in a prose version of this story, Gilgamesh often refers to Enkitron simply as a friend or brother. This could suggest a platonic relationship. However, in both translations, Gilgamesh and Enkitron seem to find happiness and satisfaction in their relationship, regardless of its classification.
Well, that's very interesting, Muse, but we know we're a homosexual couple, so how does that pair of men relate to us?
Well, I think the important thing to take away from it is that Gilgamesh and Enkitron, no matter what kind of relationship they had, embraced it. They didn't question their relationship, and it seems that people in their time didn't either.
I suppose you're right, but what about the ancient 21st century Americans? I mean, many of them questioned and criticized and even protested homosexual relationships.
True, but many of them supported homosexual relationships as well. Look, the general public's stance on homosexuality has fluctuated over the years and will probably continue to fluctuate. But the important thing for us to remember is that we are who we are. And there's no point trying to change that.
If people don't like us, then that's really their problem. We have way much more to offer the new world than the ability to repopulate.
Exactly. So let's go take on this new world.